So for the pages for your journal, you will need an assortment, and I have a total of 10, and they are 10.5 inches in length by 5 inches in width, and the front and back page I copied on cardstock, very vanilla cardstock, because I wanted it to be a little bit more substantial for the front and back of the journal. So what you're going to do on each piece is you're going to take it and score it at 1/2 inch on one side. Then when you fold that, that is going to be your tab to glue it to the other side. Then you're going to butt it up into your scoreboard again, and then if you score it at 5 inches, that will be the center. And let's say this is going to be our front cover. So this is our front picture. Open it up, and this will be attached to the next one. So let's just continue and do that. Now, like I said, these other pages are just my stronger copy paper. I think I use 32-pound copy paper. So score it at 1/2 inch. And you don't have to be exact about this, I suppose, if you wanted your journal to be a little wonky. But I want this to fit nicely into the box. And so then the other one is at 5 inches. And it is off a little bit. I'm not quite sure why, but it will be okay. So I'm going to continue to do that on all these papers, including my coffee dyed paper. Half inch, fold it, and then 5 inches. Or you could, if you wanted to make sure it's exact, let's just do that. Let's just fold it like that instead of scoring it, and then we know it meets up against it. So, like I said, I'm going to continue to do that, and I'll be right back with you guys. So for this piece of paper for the journal, I received this from Rachel, and what I'm going to do is I have cut it to the length that we need, so 10 1/4. I am going to glue this top part down just to give it a little bit extra strength. So I just folded it over. And then the next thing I'm going to do is, because our journal is only 5 inches tall, I'm going to measure 5 inches up to create our pocket. So you're not going to be able to see me do this, but just know that I'm going to go 5 inches up. I think that was my friend Vern texting me. If you guys don't know Vern McDonald, she has a wonderful Etsy store called Triple V Vintage. Make sure you check it out. She's got some of the best dyed paper to purchase. Okay, so then I folded that to 5 inches. So it's 5 inches here. I'll just show you in case you don't believe me, but I want to make sure. Sorry about that. I was being a smart aleck. And then to strengthen the pocket, I'm going to also fold this over and glue it down. This paper is actually quite strong. It feels like rag paper. And actually the type, I noticed the type on it was off kilter. That was interesting. I don't know the year it's from. Okay, so then that is my pocket. And then I need it to be 5 inches here, but I need to do what I had done previously and score this at 1/4 inch and trim it off. So I'm going to bring in my scoreboard. And I'm going to, because it is 10 1/4 inches, if I score it at 1/4, and like I wrote earlier in the box, I do end up adding another piece of paper that's 1/4 inch just to give me a 1/2 inch area to glue this to the previous piece of paper. You'll see in a minute how that's done. Then I will be able to attach it to the next sheet. It's going to be a tight fit. I maybe should have done this at 10 1/2. I'll have to check that out. But I am going to cut this one part off because it just makes it too bulky. I don't need it. Okay, so I cut that off because this is going to be our pocket. And then now I can fold this at this point. And then each of these pockets should be about 5 inches. Correct? Yep. Correct. Okay. Then let's see. We'll glue them down. I'm wondering, it's not very thick, so I probably, sometimes I do wedge this out, but I don't think I need to do that for this. But I am going to punch a hole there. And sometimes with thin paper, you do need something a little bit stronger. Hang on 1 second. To put behind it so that you're able to punch through that. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure this at 5. Because I really want it to be centered. I could have actually used my scoreboard. And then I'm going to trim it. You'll see what I'm thinking about in just a second. Because it's hard to see where the middle is, but I really want to make sure that my little divot is right at 5 inches. So if I lay that there, yeah, that's perfect. See, that's right at 5. So if you put that there, and then grab your hole punch, you'll be able to see that it's centered. And then all I need to do is flip it to the other side. Lay it just right here. you know what? When I went to go do this, did I accidentally? Yeah, I accidentally had closed it. I'm like, wait, that feels weird. Okay, so then there is our pocket. Let's just glue it down. We'll just glue here and here. And I might just go ahead and glue it right down the center there so that stuff doesn't fall out of it. Okay, so that's one of our pages right there. So after you have scored all of your pages, you're just going to take a little wedge off of each one. Just a little wedge. And then kind of line them up in the order you want them. Like I want my music page there, and then this page, then this page, and so on and so forth, ending with your last page. Then all you have to do is just start gluing. So we've got our first page. It's going to open up like this. Then our next page needs to be glued. So this is your folded part. Then this page will be glued on top of there. And it doesn't really matter which way the papers are folded quite at this point, because you can fold them over to change it if you need to. So you just want to have it up against that line, so when you fold it this way, it's got a nice area to fold over and not impede itself. So then you're going to take your next piece and see, here's my lip here, so I don't want to put that next to this lip. I want it this way. And just kind of look to make sure I have it on the correct side, that my images are not upside down. And then that one just goes on top. In the next one, and again, my lip is here, and I have cut a little wedge there, so then I know this next one goes on top. So I need your opinion on something. Let me give you a little background. So about a year ago, when I was at Gail Augustinelli's retreat in Montana, we got on the subject of our YouTube channels and comments that people leave. And she had mentioned that she is really bothered when somebody leaves her a negative comment. And Gail's channel is a lot bigger than my channel. And I said, you know, I've yet to have a negative comment. However, when I do, then I will have succeeded as a YouTuber, because if you, Gail, gets a negative comment, with as nice as you are, as polite in your videos as you are, as positive as you are, then when I get one, I'll know I have succeeded. Well, I recently got a comment from a gal, and I'm not sure if it was negative or what. So let me tell you what the comment was, and you guys tell me Was she digging me or what? The comment was, now, let me also tell you, it was on my most watched video of all time. It's the one on how to achieve the best coffee stained paper. Now her comment was, wow, comma, you're long-winded. Now because it was typed, I don't know the tone in which it was said or what. And the video is only 23 minutes long, so it's definitely not my longest video. So you guys, let me know. What do you think? I'm trying to think of the best about her. And what I did is I commented back just thanking her for commenting on my video. But chime in and let me know. What do you guys think? So Gail, if you're watching, we can celebrate because I have now succeeded as a YouTuber because I got a negative comment. Yay! And then I now realize I don't need this score line because it's the last page. So I'm just going to snip that off. Okay, so that's our journal. So let's go back here to the front and let's fold it up. Okay, so here's our front page. Then we're going to fold that one that way. And it's big. Then this one this way. Then it's just, you know, like a fan fold. Or what's it called? There's another name for it too. Let's see, what is that name? A fan fold. Duh. So see how I'm just folding it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. This is fun. This is a cool journal. And then our very last page is our cardstock one with Our Lady on this side here. So now is the fun part. We're going to start decorating it. So I've decorated the journal, but I did not film any of that because I will do a flip through, and you know, decorating journals is a personal preference, but I am going to do, like I said, a flip through. So I put just a little bit of a ribbon lace here and then another piece of lace there. Then on the inside cover is one of Rachel's labels, This Book Belongs To, with a pocket. And I added a little bit of lace there. There is a corner pocket here with, again, these are all Rachel's digitals, with the exception of there is a couple of Medieval Mirage images in there. This is Florentine paper. This is an envelope with a little journaling card in there. And I did look, and this book page is from, I think, 1708. It also has a journaling card here. I added a little bit of lace there. And just a couple of little vellum stickers. This is Florentine paper here with a journaling card that I decorated. A pocket, that's vellum. I have just a little bit of fabric there. This page I really do like. It is a butterfly. I think this is a Tim Holtz butterfly. What I did is I creased it in the middle and then only glued it down the center so that it kind of still stays open. And then washi tape here, which is trees and some grass down here. I might even extend it. I'll have to think on that one. This is our music paper here with a couple of tags. This is some of my, I think this is red cabbage dyed paper. A little doily here. And then playing card that I stenciled some texture paste on. Corner pocket there. And a little flip out tag there. This is from Roxy's Creations, her weekly challenge, Vellum Pocket, and I just put a little envelope in there. I believe this envelope, little flip out thing, was from Medieval Mirage, her Ode to Jane kit. And then just another little tag there. Little card there. This has a belly band with a journaling piece of paper on it. Another little side pocket there with a little bit of Florentine paper. And when I attach these, like this, I use usually washi tape. This is a Tracy label there. An envelope I made out of Rachel's paper. And then some ledger page in there that you can journal on. And then you're to the back of the book. But then what you do is just flip it over and it continues. I have a little bit of lace here with ribbon in between. It's got gold edging. And because these dogs are here, I put this bird here and then this definition of a bird. Oh, I do want a little bit of decorating here, so I need to do that. This is a little glassine bag that I decorated with a tag. I decorated it with rice paper and I had coffee stained it also. This was also from Rachel's challenge, and there's a little belly band here that you pull off. And then I just stuck in various papers, authentic Italian papers. And then when you pull off the belly band, I'll just go ahead and do that so you can see it. If you check out Rachel Roxy Creations channel, you'll see how she did these. but it's the way she folded up the paper, and then you're able to journal here. I won't put that back. I will wait until after I'm done through the flip through. Another one of the little journaling cards with a pocket. Here I just added a little bit of silk ribbon and some ivory ribbon over the top. This is a Tim Holtz pocket, and it's got, a little file folder in it. Even though I don't know if they had like cigarettes in the Renaissance time, I just stuck that little cigarette card in there. Little piece of vellum here. And a small tag. This is some of Rachel's straw paper. I'm definitely going to get some when I'm in Italy. This is a journaling card that is just paper clipped onto the back of this, or onto the front of that sheet. Just a little journaling spot here. This is a fabric flip here, and I have 3 different fabrics and some lace, and this little tag here that I made. This is one of the Kodak slide holders that they had, I think in the 50s and 60s, and I decorated it with washi tape. This is an envelope that I decorated, and it's got a little journaling card in it. And then you can see through the window the music paper. A little flip down journaling spot. And say, for instance, you want to journal on this and you see that it's, I suppose you could do that, but you can always open the entire book and journal like that. So don't let the shape of that impede you in any way on journaling. You can just fold it out. And on this image here, I believe this was from Ode to Jane. Look at, I put a little bit of the Nouveau crystal drops, the yellow sparkly ones. It looks like lights on that little chandelier. This was from Medieval Mirage. This was some paper I also got from Rachel from Roxy Creations. This is idea I got from the Kentucky Crafter, and it's 4 different pockets with layered different papers, and I've just tucked some Florentine paper in there, a tiny little bit of journaling card. Oh, and I need to fix that. I'm going to set that over to the side. I don't like that that's white there. There's other paper here in the back and a little tag. And then my sister sent me these die cuts, and I sprayed them with some what is it called? Nouveau mica spray, their mica spray. And I decorated the card here, the journaling card. This is part of a Bible that was falling apart, and this is the leather part of it. And I just glued that on there. I did the same thing over here, and then just a little tab there so you know to pull it out of the little pocket. Thank you, Sherry. I may need some more of those. A little flip out there, and then we're back to the front. So Like I said, it fits very nicely into the box we created. And so that is a journal in a box. So thank you for joining me. I hope this helped you. I hope you enjoyed this little two-part project that I did. And I will see you guys next Monday. Thanks. Bye-bye.